Boys and girls, I hope you've had a great day so far, and if you didn't, then I hope watching this video will change that. Welcome everyone, I am Vi, and in the last episode we defeated the Moon Lord through the process many of you may know as trial and error. Things were and still aren't looking too good for Rogue. It might be just me, but I really have to say that Rogue feels somewhat underpowered. There are definitely weapons that do great damage and have homing, but one boss later and it starts lacking behind. And even weapons like our Duke's Decapitator are incredible for doing damage, but it requires the enemy to be literally standing still. System Bane is almost the same, but at least it has some range to it, but it can't stick to enemies and it can't float in midair, so it too can only be used against some bosses. But anyway, let us continue by making some Luminite bars and use them to make our next really good weapon, that being the Lunar Kunai. We of course make the Empyrean armor, which is hands down the coolest Luminite armor in my opinion, followed by the Exodus wings. After that we make another weapon, the Rebounding Rainbow, and then we make the Moonstone Crown, which increases rogue velocity by 15%, makes stealth strikes release lunar flares on hit, and makes rogue projectiles summon homing moon sigils as they travel. With all of these upgrades, we're ready to go and face our first post-Moonlord victim, and unfortunately this has to be the Bumbo Burp. We make the exotic pheromones, go to our jungle biome and summon the medium-sized chicken. We get a sub-minute kill, which is pretty damn promising. This kunai seems to be putting in some work so far, but now we must go to hell and farm for Unholy Essence. 10-ish minutes pass and we have enough to go back home and make the Profane Shard. While farming we also got the Abaddon, and since we're running the Eye of Golem, why not make the Eye of Extinction? We switch it for the Vampiric Talisman, reforge some of our accessories to Menacing, as we were overcapped on crit chance, teleport to the Profane Garden, and summon the Profane Guardians. and holy shit, we managed to actually first try them. Ya boy is, no joke, pretty speechless, as I've never first tried them before. Let this be a lesson for you guys, there is always a first time for everything, you just gotta believe and put in the work. But now we continue inside the garden, place our wayfinder in the Providence arena, go back home to make the Eye of Magnus, and after making sure it's daytime, we summon Providence, the profaned goddess.
What's up, bro?
Unfortunately, I am not good enough to first try Providence yet, but one day, maybe one day. We take her down on our 4th attempt, get our wings and ram dash upgrade and get a new weapon, the Mutant Amputator. This thing got reworked and it's pretty interesting to say the least. Right clicking empowers thyself, increasing attack speed massively for a short time, allowing you to deal quite a lot of damage. But now let's fly up to space and challenge the Stormweaver. As I am bad at this fight, we are finally able to defeat him on our 8th try and get our Arc Flash ring, which you guys know I am a pretty big fan of. After that we go to Hell, where we mine out the bridges, place a hammered platform in the middle to make a little arena and summon Cygnus. And speaking of surprising things, we managed to die not once, not twice, but 3 whole times to Cygnus, and finally beat him on the 4th try. The unfortunate part is that I can't even blame it on the weapons here. I am just playing like trash even more than usual, but yeah. Anyway, it's time to face our last sentinel, so we go to the archive, clear out the whole place, place the hammer platform in the middle, and summon Ceaseless Void. And speaking of playing like trash, it took us only 34 teeth grinding attempts, but at least we managed to defeat her using the Decapitator for the chained portion of the fight. After extending the archive on one side using Fargo's City Busters, getting rid of all of the lava and patching all of the holes, after that we are ready to call upon the sweet and very friendly Potterchan. would seem that today's episode will be the episode of surprises. One might even call it the roller coaster episode, as the emotions go from hell yeah to fuck my life very quickly, because surprisingly, again, Polter-chan took us exactly 2 times less attempts than Ceaseless Void. I really couldn't see that coming, but hey, always expect the unexpected, people. From her we get our last adrenaline upgrade and get the Ghoulish Gouger, which unfortunately is yet again kinda bad, just like the Cosmic Kunai. But thankfully we can now make a new armor, that being the Blood Flare armor, and then make a couple of weapons, out of which only one is worthwhile, that being Vega. Unfortunately it has no homing, but at least it has very good damage. Luckily there is one more weapon we can get, that being Valediction. And no, I am not using the goddamn dumbbell. I am bad enough with aiming as it is, let alone trying to kill the old Juke with a dumbbell. But with these preparations out of the way, the rest of the playthrough will be finished in the next episode. For now, the situation seems to be quite rough. The weapons yet again feel lacking. It might be just me, but having to fight Polter-chan with Lunar Kunai, a weapon we made after the Moon Lord, and the damn Decapitator, which deals more damage to targets that stand still compared to weapons post-Providence, is very insane. Maybe the Decapitator is just too strong and has to be nerfed, but I feel like if you do that, Rogue will get even harder. But anyway, in the next episode we will see if the weapons in the endgame were worth all of the trouble so far. Looking at how things are going, I also hope that the Exomex and Supreme Calamitas will not be the disaster I think they might be, but only time will tell. I want to thank you all for joining me today, and I hope that you enjoyed this episode and have been enjoying the playthrough so far. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as well as follow me on all of the socials in the description so you don't miss out on our last Rogue episode next Saturday. Also, feel free to comment something funny, even if that might be you flaming me for probably playing Rogue horribly wrong. I'll be honest, I wouldn't blame you for doing so. You know about the Patreon already. If you guys want to support me further, you can sub to that as well. Thank you all again for watching this episode, and I hope to see you, my favorite Gooners, in the next video. Master of Lightnings and Electricity Vi, out.